So I watched The Invitation last night, and I was supremely impressed with the execution of this drafthouse micro-budget indie thriller flick. 10 seconds into this movie I could tell that I was going to like it just purely based off the tone. And from start to finish, director Karen Kasuma really sets that tone in concrete. She unnerves you from the get with this unfortunate act of violence. This one grisly act at the beginning takes safety off of the table as the rest of the film's events unfold. From there on, slow draw organic dialogue takes us through the paces and sucks you into the movements of the film. It's easy to get lost in a well-made movie world, and The Invitation is as capable as one gets. When Karen Kasuma wants you to be uncomfortable, you are. And when she wants you to feel empathy, you will. It's the mark of any true great director to be able to control the emotions of the viewer. And this script is just as dependent on the director grabbing the performances as the cast is at executing. This film thrives off of its strong casting and stronger acting. Their ambiguity and vagueness keep you guessing, while the few hints they do drop captivate you enough to keep peering around the next corner. And it's got cults. I love cults. This movie has cults. Cults are cool. Haha, cults aren't cool. I'm just saying, I like thinking about cults, because that's cool. Never mind. It unfolds rather abruptly towards the end, but I could tell the story was holding off climax as long as it could to tease out what we all could only assume was eventually going to happen. Wrap that around the interesting cult subject matter, the saddened backstory, and questionable motivations, and baby, you got a hit on your hands. And without giving too much away, in the last few minutes of this movie, they leave one last ingredient on the table that changes the whole movie and the nature of the world that it's set in. Much in the way that the ending of Ex Machina did for its film. What is this shit on my shirt? The Invitation is just a super smart, well-crafted, suspense-driven thriller. I gave The Invitation an 8 out of 10. Really enjoyed it. Did it break my top 10? Yep, it's currently in my number 8 spot. It didn't have the absurd spectacle that Independence Day Resurgence had, which would be hard considering The Invitation's $1 million budget versus ID42's $165 million budget, but it was more engaging and interesting than the similarly paced, but it's more interesting and engaging than the similarly paced The Witch. Nailed it. Did the trailer give too much away? Not really. They show a couple of the characters in compromised positions. So you know there will eventually be a confrontation that is teased very slowly from the start. But no, it doesn't show the full hand or give anything too big away. Listen, if you really like what Ex Machina did last year, then this is the film for you. You should love this one as well. There are so many connectors, so many things that you can like from both films. It really is that set of tone, that set of character. There's just all of it. It's a complete package. Really check this one out.